Hello everyone, JP here of JPCrossing, and welcome back to my channel. And my video for today is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be a Let's Play video. I'm actually dreaming here on my island of Xanadu, and today I'm going to give you a personalized dream tour of my first island, Doutville, which I would classify it. There's no real specific theme, so I have dubbed it normal core, which means it's just an island of things that I like, or, you know, it's just, I decided to put something here. There's no rhyme or reason for this island. And I do think that a lot of people have very similar islands in mind. You know, they're not into, you know, doing a specific theme like fairy core or cottage core or any of the cores, kid core. I don't even know how many of them there are. But my island is just a regular island, and I got inspired to do a bunch of different areas. I have a lot of little hidden hooks and nooks and crannies to explore. So I will leave a link to my dream address in the description box below, but I always enjoy when a creator gives a personal tour of their island, because you get to see and understand a lot more about their island than you may end up missing if you did a dream tour yourself. So here we go. Doutville it is. We are going to be on our way. Now, the one thing that we will be missing from the dream tour is the flyover of Doutville, which I really like. And I will insert a clip of the flyover probably right around here while Luna's telling us that she is coming up with the dream for Doutville. My flyover, I love the fact that I decided to do something with this top area of this cliff where I put in flowers, I heart New York, with all the different color flowers. Yeah, so here we are landing in my, this is going to be so weird landing in my resident services. Okay. I've never actually been through my dream, so this is going to be kind of fun. Okay. And thank God I know my way around the island, so. Here is my map. We have rolled Goldie, Shep, Marshall, Matilda, Zell, Stitches, Fang, Judy, and Rosie as my villagers on my island. Okay, so here we go. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the airport so you can see the entrance. So close your eyes for a minute. So normally you come off the plane, and here is my entrance, which I created with a bunch of the festival things. I just think it's so fun to kind of walk through with the feathers, with the festival stages, confetti blowing, and I have the massive waterfall. It makes for a really nice picture area. And okay, so we come in here, we have a little seating area. That's pretty simple. Of course, resident services. We'll check out the custom designs here. I think what I'm going to do is I will take you guys this way first. As you first walk into the kind of town area, you'll see I have a little nod to Doctor Who. I am a Doctor Who fan, and so I just put two of the costumes from two of my favorite doctors, Matt Smith and David Tennant, and with the blue box. Let's come down here and we'll check out one of our little villager areas. I have a present here because what I do on my island is when I come up with gifts for my villagers, I actually drop the presents near their house, so that way I don't forget that I have to give him a present. So we have rolled here. Rolled is a jock, so what I did for Rolled is I set him up a really cute beach gym. And I have a custom code for this, like, I thought it would be perfect for a gym mat. And I customized a couple of the beach towels to make like yoga type mats. And we have a little stop clock so that if I have any friends that visit the island and we want to play a little game, we can time ourselves. And of course, we have a little waiting area here for the bench for any of the workout equipment. And then up here, we have a little bit of the ice sculpture from the Frozen, since Rolled is a penguin. I thought that would be nice to give him a little bit of home, I guess you could say. Over here, back up here, I just set up a little garden of just random purple flowers because I happen to like purple flowers. And honestly, I really didn't know what to put in this space. In the wintertime, this was an ice rink. And so I guess that's one of my tips, is that if you don't really know what to do with this space, either terraform it into like a pond or a waterfall, or you just make a garden. So I made a garden with this area, and I also made sure I had pathing around it so that the flowers wouldn't, expand and grow and get all over the place. So up here we have a this is kind of like, we'll go through this place first. This is my little eating area, kind of shopping area next to the Nooks and Ables. I set up a little sushi stand, and I used some customized hats to create the illusion of sushis on display, a little rice maker, and of course I have a sushi chef uniform along with the Starbucks, which of course has some amazing cinnamon rolls and donuts, and you can sit and enjoy a coffee at Starbucks. What I really like about my Starbucks and my sushi, and this is just something that I kind of do on my island, whenever I see a villager that's just like sitting there like chilling or reading a book, and I also did it on a night where they're shooting stars, so that's brilliant for this tour. I always sit with them and try to take a picture. So I do that. What we're gonna do now is, I think I will show you my little diner area, I think now. So we'll come here. Of course, we have the Able sisters and Nooks. I didn't really do too much with them. From above, you can see that Nooks in the background has some stuff back there, like you can kind of see it from above. Right here in front of me, you can see that's the flowers that say I Heart New York. But I set up a little area here showing some sewing stuff for Able sisters, and these two creations here are my own creations. Let's see if I can zoom in on these. This is my Syracuse University sweatshirt and Syracuse University hats that I set up. And I have a blue option too that I put, and I have them hanging up in my Able sisters along with a couple of other custom creations that I made. This is one of my favorite dresses when I do wear a dress that I like. I will leave, again, the creator linked in the description box below. But it's just a really cute little sunflower dress. Okay, so coming into here is where we kind of have a little nook set away for my diner. And I went through a couple of versions of my flooring. This one I really like the best. It is like this black and white checked with these little like confetti, bright colored accents. We have a little game to play, a jukebox, the menu, we have the waitress, little table area, and of course we have a booth area. And I set up a little sign up above here that says we're open with the pink ice cream cone. Also, you will see up here above Let's see if we can zoom in here. You'll see up above, we have a little sign, a sneaky sign that is a speakeasy, and it's kind of like a little secret cove. So this is like a speakeasy for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who are the younger generation. A speakeasy is a hidden bar that these bars were created during Prohibition where alcohol was illegal, so they used to set up and have to hide their little bars. So I kind of hid a secret entrance to the speakeasy behind the diner, and it's just a little teeny area where you can sit down, have a little cocktail. I really loved this flooring too. It really looks like marble flooring, and we have a little security guard and a check-in for our little teeny speakeasy bar. So that is that area, and this area got created mainly because the fact that I ended up putting this second cliff around my Abels and Nooks cranny, and then I had this whole open area here, and I just decided, well, I needed to put something in there, so that's what I put in there. Okay, so now we'll go into my, this is kind of like my villager area, you would say. We have a little waterflower. We have a little waterfall here that I created just to, oh my, there's myself! That is so freaky to see myself on this island. So the villagers that I have are, this is Goldie and I have Judy. And I really like their two houses next to each other because they look very similar in shape. They have the same roof. It was actually just a coincidence that I ended up getting them two next to each other. This is freaky. Okay, so let's come down here. We have, and there's Marshall, he's one of my other villagers. I put a nice little seating bench here to be able to sit down, and there is actually a bridge here to go back and forth from, this is that purple garden thing, so you can also access the area this way. We can come down here, and we have some villagers here. This is Rosie's house. And in front of Rosie's house, I set up a cute little picnic area with some sushi and all kinds of things. I loved this little stuffed mom's dog and the hermit crab. I love the hermit crab. I don't know. I really love this area and this blanket too. I also found, and again, I will leave all the links to the custom codes and stuff in my description box. So she has a little seating area in between these two houses. Now this one is a fairly new villager of mine. It's Zell. I had Graham for a really long time, and I finally got his picture, and so now we have Zell here on the island. I still need to customize him a little bit more for his taste, but I just have some of the mushroom stuff and a little butterfly model sitting here. Now, one of the areas, this is me inserting some footage because I forgot to, once I stopped the video recording, I forgot to show you guys this area. But this is my campsite. It's right behind the area where there's villagers, where Judy and Goldie are, and I just set it up on this little side area of beachfront property. We have a nice blazing campfire. I put one of the kids' tents here, and we have the tent, which, interesting enough, I actually had chosen a day where I had a campsite villager visiting, as well as like fireworks, or not fireworks, shooting stars and stuff, but there's nobody in the tent, so I was kind of disappointed with the dream not saving having a villager in there. But I at least wanted to have a tent up so you could kind of get an idea of how the campsite looks with a tent. And then of course coming down, you know, this area is literally, I just set it up with a ton of flowers, and I did put a cedar tree on a large piece of cliff so that, you know, you can kind of see, like in the background, it makes it look like there's a lot of forest back there. I really like that. And then just down here, this is where we come up to the entrance to the spa, which we already saw. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that little section of my island, which I omitted in my first video capture. Down here we have a little surf shop, and here I have a garbage can because a lot of times when I'm redoing or fixing my island, it's nice to have a garbage can to just throw away extra flowers, so that's just there. And I set up a little fishing area off my dock. I've caught many fish on this dock. Just thought that was really cute. And let's see, what villagers do we have back here? Okay, so, oh, and this is a little, just really simple lookout, you know, visitor lookout with a bench. And I love the mush lamps, right? Okay. This is Stitch's house. And this is Marshall's house. So, yeah. Okay. Where do we want to go now? I'm trying to think of, let's go, I don't want to take you up yet. Let's show you the museum. Back through here, I have my museum entrance, which I wish now that I did not put my museum right behind resident services, because you can see resident services is kind of like in the view, in the way of it. But I set up the T-Rex and the Triceratops as part of my entrance, and I put some of the festival balloons, some floor lights, and one of the big statues here. I also had to center everything in order to center things with the museum entrance. I created 2 stairways to kind of make it look centered, and then you'll see up top I have some more statues, a couple of paintings on the outside, and I really liked this King Tut on display out front as a little touch. But yeah, I really love my entrance to the museum. Over here, which is, again, this is something that you really can't see, and it's me learning about perspective and the camera angles, is I have another creature over here to the left. It's one of those turtles. I can't remember what they're called. You can't really see him, but he's there. Eventually I might figure out how I can actually get him to be viewed, but yeah, can't do that. Let's go up now and we will check out my area. So once you go up these stairs, like this is kind of like my house, I guess you would say. I have a lot of stuff going on up here, and I've gone through a lot of transitions of this whole entryway, but this is obviously a walking land bridge that I created, and I changed it for the springtime. It was mermaid fencing in the wintertime, looked really nice. Put a little statue here, bridge over this one little walkway, or riverway. And the first thing we come to is, of course, my pool. You gotta have a pool. Now, Animal Crossing gives us this size of a pool. Well, I saw on Pinterest and got inspired by somebody who actually created tile and water to match the pool. So that's what I did. I kind of set up this area. I really love it. It's a lot of fun. And then, of course, this little blow up, it looks like a floaty in the in the pool. Got that going on. And then we'll come up again, and we have one more little walk area, and you'll get to my house. And I have my little dog. This is kind of representative of my dog Dooters, which Doutville is named after. And we'll just take a gander like in here. Like this is my little sit out area that I have set up for now. And you can just kind of sit here, again, enjoy some more sushi, check out the view and the stars that are going to be out shining. I really like this area. And we will go down here, but you can see I have access, I've created access to my secret beach, which we will check out in a minute. Okay, let's go into the house because I got loads going on inside of my house. So here is my living room. My living room, a couple of these rooms were very like heavily inspired / copied by somebody that I saw on Pinterest because honestly, I'm not that creative. I saw somebody do almost like this exact thing. I will leave a link to her, the Pinterest post or Twitter. I can't remember where I found her. It might even be on Reddit. And literally I just copied her layout because I wanted something to look really nice, even though I'm not that creative myself. So you can see I set up macrame, the ivy planter. I love the 3 matching couches. And you can see here that I actually have a warp pipe because I always like to warp myself back into my house to take a look at my storage. Let's go into the next room here. And I will show you, this is the bathroom. And in the bathroom, we kind of have a white and gold motif going on with the clawfoot tub. Of course, I have a laptop by my tub because I enjoy watching YouTube and other videos, Netflix and stuff while I'm taking a bath. The little shower area I created with this is the tiling from the pool that you saw outside, and just created a little shower area. And I didn't think I would love them at first, but I just love the gold and white accented Celeste astrological items. You can see I have the bow and arrow in the back corner there in the shower, and then I have the chest and the Pisces lamps and etc. So, and I thought the little cat kind of went well in here too. Oh, and I have this huge TV in case I don't want to look at the computer. I can look up at the TV. So that's my bedroom. Okay, let's go to this back room. Again, this back room totally copied from somebody else. Thought it was an absolute brilliant idea. So again, this is not my creation. Somebody else came up with this idea, not me. Using the den desks, I did add the mermaid couch and this rattan chair in the middle to kind of sit down, but this is my dressing room. I have my bird here on display and just kind of some of my go-to items that I like to wear in the game. I have a mirror out so I can change my look. I have the chest, the pink chest, so I can change my clothes in here. The top cabinets are just a custom design that you just hang as a painting on the wall. And I really love that tie-dye hoodie. That's one of my favorite finds that I found using the computer at Abel's. And yeah, so these are just kind of it's my little dressing room. Yeah. Oh, and I have my switch over here in case I want to sit down and just play. So yeah. Oh, and there's my robe before I go to bed. And okay, let's go to the kitchen. Oh, that gear's going. Okay, so here's the kitchen. Let me just see if I can get you to have a good look at it from up above. We have the, obviously, all black, the center island. I use the box sofa to kind of make it a little eating area with the black glazed dishes that I have here going on. A little kettle on, and we have some items on the wall, hanging up. I love these little details that they give you in the game, the knives and the utensils, and I have the little shelf here above my head and the imperial shelving across, and of course the gold gears, which I don't know, for some reason I just love the gold gears. Oh, and then I gave myself a cuckoo clock, a TV above, of course, and there's Deuter's food container on the floor, and of course some brooms. Okay, let's go to, where should we go next? Let's go up to the bedroom. I think the bedroom is like one of my happy places. I love the bedroom that I did. So here's the bedroom. I got this music playing. I love this flooring. And I did everything in royal blue because, again, I am a Doctor Who fan, so I love anything that's what I like to call TARDIS blue. The wallpaper, I think this cityscape wallpaper is kind of like one of my absolute favorites. I set up a little computer area here, a little tea area, of course, a little area here to read. And then here is my jam out session because in another life, I must have, my other life, I must have been a rock star. I don't know. But I loved that. So, yep, so that's my Doutville bedroom. Oh, and of course, another TV. And that Blue Marlin was actually, I actually did catch that and got it framed, got it created for me, and I was so excited the day that I actually caught that. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so let's go down. The last room of the house is my arcade. I set up a huge arcade in here. Again, I love these wallpapers that you can get from Sahara, but I have on the wall here, some of my past villagers that I actually got their pictures and sent them packing. And we have a whole bunch of games that you can play. And of course, these are my current villagers, which you really can't see. But these are some of my current villagers that I'm working on. If the poster is there, I'm still working on getting their picture. And you'll see Marshall and Stitches, I already got their picture. And they will probably never leave this island. So if you want a drink, here's a little cappuccino machine. And of course, we have all kinds of snacks. So, yeah. So that is my game room. Oh, and this is like a little nod for my sons. Growing up, like they always had like what they used to call a LAN center. So they would have friends come to our house, and in our basement, they would all set up their computers and play their online games. So this is kind of a nod for my sons to have a LAN center to be able to game. Okay, so let's get out of the house and head on to the next area of my island. So I think we'll go down first to show you the secret beach area, and then we'll go to the left because the left is the most exciting part, I think, of the island, but we'll come down here first. So I set up 2 inclines, and let me tell you, this was a pain in the butt to get set up to be able to get access to the secret beach. So this is where Red comes in. I just put one of these outdoor baths here and some blossom lanterns, etc. And I also have a secret entrance to this spa area I created at the end of my beach. So this is the waiting room with some magazines. This is the sauna area, in case you can't tell. That's a sauna heater. We have a whirlpool bath. We have a massage therapist here. And then, of course, if you want your nails done, you can get your nails done. And this is the check-in. Okay, there's a lovely person will be sitting here checking you in. And we have some juice here available, etc. And I set up the entrance to this just by simply putting some coconut trees here with some of the these are the starlights, I think they're called, to get into the spa area. So I was really happy and proud about that. That just kind of came about just by randomly thinking, what am I going to do with this spot? I didn't want to leave it open, and so that's what I came up with. Okay. Let's head down now we'll go over to the left, and you'll see, you can kind of see the diner. I love this area. So what I did was I stunted some cedar trees by putting, you can, if you don't know, you can stunt a cedar tree and put a nursery piece of fruit behind it and some mush lamps to kind of make a little border. And you can see over on the right in the background, I have a orchard set up along with, these are like my basic flowers that I have. So this is, in case I need them, I got like one of each color set up of all the basic flowers. And then in this area is where I create my gold flowers, and I just kind of left them here for the dream address to be able to see that that's where I grow my gold flowers. I set up a little area here for a farm with just some pumpkins and some creative items. These are the tomato, or what are they called? The trees bounty lamps. I just keep them turned off. They kind of look like tomatoes. And of course I have all of my different fruit trees. And then in the back here, sneakily, I have some extra blue flowers because for some reason I just love the blue flowers. Okay, so let's head down here now. And we are going to see, you're going to kind of start to get a glimpse of my New York City. This is what I am most proud of my island that I set up. I saw something similar again on Reddit, and I wanted to kind of replicate that on my island since I'm from New York. And if you just peer up, you'll see we have the Statue of Liberty. We just have a whole bunch of like data servers and telephone booths, and we even have a Mario item up on the right spinning around like a star. I put a TV up there to kind of make it look like, you know, Times Square type thing. But yeah, so if you visit my dream address, you'll be able to kind of, you know, jump in here and kind of get a closer look as to how I have things set up. You'll see I got some mini trucks here. I put some festival lights here. You can kind of get an idea of how I set that up and how far it is, etc., from the end of the map. Okay, so let's come up here for a minute. We're gonna visit that in a minute. We're gonna come to the other side here. I have this little walkway I set up with my money trees because after a while in the game and you don't really need more money, what do? You just kind of display, or flex as people would call it. You flex your money trees. We're coming up here towards resident services, but I wanted to show you guys my little bike rental area. And then I also have a cute little library. This is next to the museum. I just set this up with a ton of wooden bookcases. And I was telling you about that. See there, over there, you can see, upper right, you can see that, what I was talking about, that turtle guy thingy-mabobber. So, okay. So we got that all out of the way. While we're on this side, we'll just check this area out. But I set up a little newsstand here. I needed to do something with this space. I just didn't want to leave it open. And I decided to come up with just, you know, something really simple with a white telephone booth and just kind of like a little newspaper area. Ooh, shooting star, make a wish. Ooh, let's see if we can get one. I get to do shooting stars, so that's another bonus. I don't think it counts though when you're in a dream. Over here I have set up Stitches, how perfect. Stitches is actually in the play area. How cute. This is my little play zone that I have set up. Oh, there's Zell. Oh, I love how they have all of my villagers kind of walking around. Okay, so down here, little Mario item, and we have Rosie. I have kind of a little beach, like carnival area spun off from the play area where I just set up some mainly pink stuff and cotton candy and given my villagers a place to kind of hang out and have a bonfire if they want, you know, that kind of thing. So I really love this little area. I just thought it came out really, really cute. I want to come back up here because I want to show you guys my farmers market area. So To the left of this little money tree flex, hi Zell, this is all of my works from hybriding. So I kind of just laid out, you know, each of the different flowers in kind of a really neat pattern. Wow, I wish I would have, I don't know why I'm picking up the thing. I wish I would have fixed my weeds on this one. I just kind of, this is like a walking, like flower garden, I guess you would say. Some of my gold roses, and then the black roses, and there I am again. That is so creepy to see myself running around here. Coming up into here, am I gonna play a song? I wonder if I'm gonna play a song. I have like live music going on in my farmer's market, and so we're selling some jewelry, and over here we have like honey, like special honey and stuff like that. Over here we have my lighthouse that I have set up there. And then down here is a little fish market by the shore, of course, with some fish and crab options. And of course we have some fruit that we have available for sale. I don't need to talk to myself, it's kind of freaky. Okay, so let's head back over to the like last section of the island. A couple of different areas. This area went through two versions of how it was created, and this is my rock garden. So I set my rock garden up originally. I didn't really like how it was set up, and then I ended up putting all the waterfall around it, and I put the flowers there. And actually, the flowers kind of show up if you sit in the bench on the New York City side and you go to take a picture. The flowers show up at the very bottom, and it just kind of adds a nice little touch to that picture. Totally accidental, by the way. So I thought I would put a white piano here for people to enjoy, and just the flowers to, as it rains and stuff, the flowers just keep spreading around here. So we have a few villager houses on this side. This is Fang's house, and we have Sherb, who is yet to give me his picture, by the way, so he will be here forever and a day until he gives me his picture. And then let's go up and check this house, because this house is one that I think is really cool. This is Matilda's house, and I got her solely for her house because it was kind of spooky and freaky looking, and it went so well with this little like witch theme that I have going on here with like fortune telling, you know, that kind of stuff. Absolutely love this, and of course the black troll guy I love. Okay, last area is down here on this side of the beach, which is a seafood restaurant that I set up. And so you can see they serve different kinds of crab. There's usually a waiting list every time. Here's some games you can play while you wait. And then, of course, there's seating for 2 couples. And there's a little bar. And, of course, this is where they cook and smoke and steam the crab. Now, the last little area, I have another little hidden little gem in here, which is my little pirate cove that I have set up with some gold and pirate accessories, with the thumper here that's going to be in the way, so you can't really get to the gold bench area. But yeah, so we have some pirate memorabilia set up back here. I kind of like this area. So yeah, and I think I covered everything. If you have any questions about anything that I designed or set up on the island, let me know in the comments below. I will be glad to address them. And let me just see what I have here. Let me just see what goes on here. This is nice that I get to make sure. Would you like to connect to the internet to check out? Yes, please. Okay, so this is going to connect me to see what I have available here. What did I do? If you want to access my creator code. There it is on the screen down at the bottom. And so we have a Marvin the Martian that I created, hoodie. We have a Syracuse University hoodie and a matching hat. And I did those in gray and in blue, which I was kind of proud of. You know, it's hard to create custom designs with the amount of pixels that you have available. And then the last item is, I was messing around. I actually have a black Shane Dawson hoodie, and this was the only way that I really could get the pink pig with the X to show up. So yeah, so I don't know if the Animal Crossing community has canceled Shane Dawson or not, but if you want his hoodie, I have it underneath my creator code. But that's it. That is the tour of Doutville. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like these kind of tour videos, please make sure you give my video a thumbs up. And if you've made it this far, why not subscribe and hit the notification bell? I'm going to be working on my new island of Xanadu with a really exciting theme, and doing a lot of villager hunts and just a lot of creative Animal Crossing playing. So I hope you'll join me in the process. Thanks so much again for your support, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is, and I'm going to chat with you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.